Hello, scholars. Welcome to our first day with the Solar System booklet. We are going to spend this week with the Solar System booklet, and this is today our first day with the booklet. I want you to take a moment and think about our work earlier this year with the whale book. Do you remember what a glossary is? Let's see if what you were thinking is correct. A glossary is a list of words that defines unusual, hard, and or important words that are found in a nonfiction text. Like a mini dictionary that gives you definitions of words that relate to the topic that you are reading about. It is a great idea to be familiar with the vocabulary words that are in a text before you read the text. So, we are going to look at the glossary for this book. Join me on page 26 in your solar system booklet. We are going to look at the glossary together. So, are you ready for the mystery word? Listen to my clues to see if you can find it. First, scholars, we're going to read the words. So, the vocabulary words on page 26: atmosphere, diameter, fossil fuels, gravitational pull, meteor, meteorite, meteoroid, orbit, and orbits. Scholars, let's read through that list together. You join me this time. Ready? On my snap. Atmosphere, diameter, fossil fuels, gravitational pull, meteor, meteorite, meteoroid, orbit, orbits. All right, my mystery word. I'm going to give you some clues, and I want you to see if you can figure out what my word is. So, you're going to start out picking a word, and then you may have to change your word as we go. Let's give it a try. Clue number one: I am thinking of a word from the glossary. Clue number two: the mystery word is a noun. So, scholars, behind each vocabulary word, you'll see a letter printed in parentheses. An N tells you it's a noun, a V tells you it's a verb. So, if you picked the word orbits, you now know the mystery word is not orbits because orbits is not a noun. Remember, I just gave you a clue. The mystery word is a noun. Clue number three: the word has more than two syllables. So now, scholars, based on that clue, if you had the word orbit, which is a noun, it does not have more than two syllables. So now we know it's also not the word orbit. Clue number four: the mystery word begins with an M. So now, scholars, looking at the glossary, you now know it's not the word atmosphere, diameter, fossil fuels, or gravitational pull because none of those start with an M, even though they all have more than two syllables and they're all nouns. So the only words left that could be the mystery word are meteor, meteorite, and meteoroid. Clue number 5. The mystery word is defined as a meteoroid that actually lands on Earth. All right, did you find the mystery word? The mystery word today is meteorite. How'd you do? All right, well, let's continue. So today, scholars, we are going to read pages 4 through 10 of the book. So you can follow along with me while I read it, or you can pause and read it with someone in your family. Starting on page 4, if you're following along with me. Introduction. Our solar system is made up of the Sun, 8 official planets, several dwarf planets, and hundreds of planetary satellites or moons. It also contains comets, asteroids, and clouds of gas. The Sun is the center of the solar system. Everything else in the solar system goes around or orbits the Sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are the inner rocky planets. They are made of hard materials. The outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are known as the gas giants and are made mostly of gases. The outer planets are hundreds of times larger than Earth. To get an idea of the size of things in our solar system, imagine that Earth is a grape. If the Earth were the size of a grape, the moon would be the size of a green pea. The sun would be as big as a ball that an adult man could stand in. Jupiter, the largest planet, would be the size of a grapefruit, while Saturn, the second largest planet, would be the size of an orange. Uranus and Neptune would be the size of lemons. The Sun. The Sun is a huge ball of burning gas that sends energy far out into the solar system. The Sun plays a very important part in our daily lives, providing energy that supports all life on Earth. The Sun causes seasons, climate, ocean currents, air circulation, and weather. Without the sun's energy, plants could not grow and make food. Also, there would be no gas, oil, or coal, which are Earth's fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are formed over millions of years from dead plant and animal life. The sun is just one of billions of stars. It has been around for about 4.6 billion years. It will keep producing energy for another 5 billion years. Before it dies, it will swell up and swallow many of the inner planets. Then it will shrink into a much smaller ball. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is the smallest planet in our solar system. It takes only 88 Earth days for Mercury to make a complete orbit around the Sun. For comparison, it takes Earth 365 days, or 1 year, to orbit the Sun. Like all other planets, Mercury spins like a top as it goes around the Sun. It spins very slowly. Each spin of a planet is a day on that planet. A day on Mercury is 59 times longer than an Earth day. Because Mercury spins or rotates so slowly, it gets very hot during the day and very cold at night. So think of that, scholars. A day on Mercury is 59 times longer than an Earth day. So 24 hours in our day times 59. Right? So that's over 12,000 more hours, right, in their day. Wow. Venus. Venus and Earth are similar in size, but Earth and Venus are very different. Venus is covered by layers of clouds that are much thicker than clouds on Earth. These clouds trap most of the sun's heat. The temperature on Venus gets very, very hot, more than 4 times hotter than boiling water. As well as trapping in heat, the clouds of Venus reflect sunlight. This makes Venus one of the brightest objects in the sky. The air pressure on Venus is 90 times greater than that on Earth. For this reason, space probes that land on Venus stop working within a few hours. Venus rotates even more slowly than Mercury. 1 day on Venus is equal to 243 Earth days. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, scholars, that's where we're going to stop for today on our reading in the booklet. So, going to your assignment. So, your assignment for today is the solar system sheet number 1 in your packet. The packet has a cover that says assignments for our solar system booklet and coral reefs booklet. And it has a picture of coral reef on the front and of the solar system. It's a packet for both of these booklets. So you can see right here a picture of solar system sheet 1. Your instructions are to write 2 important facts about each of these from today's reading: the sun, Mercury, and Venus. So you can go to the pages about the sun and pick out 2 facts that you think are important, interesting, surprising to you, and write those 2 facts about the sun. Write 2 facts about Mercury and 2 facts about Venus. Then answer this question number 2. Could people live on Earth if there was no sun? Why? Use evidence from the book. Right? You might already know the answer to this, right? So, right, you could write, people could live on Earth because blah, 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 blah. Or people could not live without the sun because blah, 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 blah. Right? So, what did you hear today or what did you read that lets you know the answer to that question? Then remember, send a photo of your work to your teacher, and we'll continue with more in our solar system booklet tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, scholars.